Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order, though, at 5:01. We can open with a roll call vote. Trisha Arietta.
Here.
Jeannie Coleman.
Here.
Michael Chicane.
Here.
All right, and Megan Cannon is here. So we are here tonight to do our reorganization. As everyone is aware, I believe Tim put in his resignation for Kingston School Committee last Friday, which was very unexpected. I'm not sure why. I haven't spoken to him, but it is currently just the four of us, so we will have to have an appointment with the select board. Sorry. Hi, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I don't know what was wrong with this. Getting off to a good start.
We see you.
Thank you. Okay. Awesome. All right. I'm just trying to pull the chart up. I'm sorry. Gosh. It's like not. I apologize. Life's not cooperating for me right this second.
Could I ask a question before?
Yes.
I mean, about Tim leaving. So.
Sure.
I know during the course of the school year, we would, post for it, and then somebody would, or a few folks hopefully would show interest in the position, and then we would have them go to the Board of Selectmen, and then we would appoint somebody.
Yes.
But since it's summertime and our next meeting's not for like another 2 or 3 months, are we under any time constraints here to have somebody join the committee right
That
now?
is a great question. I don't know. Dr. Prude, do you know the answer to that?
So what's important is that you follow the processes outlined by the town. And so it's always ideal to fill the position as quickly as possible because you want to have a full slate of representatives for the school committee. But regardless of whether or not it takes place during the school year or during the summer, I think that the more difficult part of this will be finding a time when the Board of Selectmen and members of the school committee can meet in the summer. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be critical that communication start and that people who are interested can apply, and then we follow our procedure. In the meantime, we have a quorum, so we can continue to function.
Okay. I know the select board meets tomorrow night. I will be there with Hope Floats. Should I say anything or wait? How do we communicate this to them, I guess, is in the best way?
So my understanding is that this was communicated to the town directly by Tim. And so I will ask Karen if she has any communications from the town. In the past, what has happened is that the Board of Selectmen has contacted us to let us know the process, and then we have members of the school committee participate in that.
Right. Yeah, because I think last time, or those 2 times, we all voted at that point.
So I guess my only concern, I just hope the posting is clearer than the last time, that if there's a deadline that it's honored so that it's fair for everyone that is interested.
I think that's easy.
That would be my only request. If it's brought to the Board of Selectmen that it's not an open-ended discussion about when the application is due.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I think that's easy enough to just
sounds easy enough.
Clarify with them.
Twice now it's been disregarded.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, no, I mean, to your point, Jeannie, I think maybe one of the times it just said you had to show interest, but it didn't say it had to be submitted by or whatever. So I agree.
It wasn't clear.
Should be crystal clear. The question I just have, I know we have a quorum here, but when we have a 5th member, do we have to reorg again?
No.
When we get that? Okay. All right.
I think it's if we leave anything open, right, they would have the opportunity to like join us subcommittee.
All right.
Right. So the way that, if I recall correctly, when this happened a couple of years ago, I had been elected chair in May, and then Michael Cowett had resigned, and that was the role that we filled. But we did not have to complete a new reorganization because we had already completed the annual reorganization.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was when you came on, right?
Yeah, that's when I came on, and I'm trying to think of what. I don't know if I got on any subcommittee at that point.
yeah, that was the year that you were elected, nominated.
Right. I don't remember that. If I don't remember going to any subcommittee meetings, which I don't think that was actually like a.
I think you were
Positive.
added in as the one that was, Michael Cowett had left one that was open, and that was added in. And then I think, if I recall correctly, we were trying to put you into things that were available.
Mhm.
And then, but everything else had already been reorged. But we haven't done any of that yet for this term. So the only thing, I mean, I do believe that we should complete the chair reorganization tonight. I mean, I don't want to do all the rest of it. I'm fine with that. But just to remind the committee, Union 31 meets tonight. So it's important that we have representation for that, for Kingston. And that's voting the new assistant superintendent's contract.
Yes. All right. All right. Well, let's just start, I guess, at the first three, and then we can go from there. Do we have any nominations for permanent chairperson?
I will nominate Megan Cannon for chair.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. Any discussion?
Megan, I think you've done a great job on the fill-ins this past year. I also think you represent the committee well in subcommittees. So I think that as the next longest tenured person, I think you make sense for a chair
Thank
position.
I appreciate that. Okay. We'll do a roll call vote. Tricia Arietta,
Yes.
Jeannie Coleman,
Yes.
Michael Chicane,
Yes.
and I, Megan Cannon, am a yes. Thank you. I appreciate your faith in me, and I hope that I make everybody happy with how I represent the committee. I look forward to this role. All right, now we need a
You make
vice
everybody
chair.
happy. That's the good thing about being the chair. You got to make sure some people are not happy, but listen to everybody, right?
That is the
key.
most important thing.
Yeah,
So
and you do that. You do that. So
thank you. I try very hard, so I appreciate that. Do we have any nominations for a vice chair?
I will nominate Tricia Arietta, vice chair.
I will second that nomination. Tricia, would you like to accept that nomination?
I will accept that nomination.
Okay. Do we have any discussion? All right. Let's do a
Michael,
roll.
if you want it, I'm happy to nominate you as well.
No. Yeah.
We'll have an
I
opening
think
in secretary in a moment. So.
I'm going into the last year of this term, so I'm like, I don't know, what happens then, but no, I'm for. We haven't done roll call yet, but no, I'm for Tricia
Okay.
as well.
Awesome. All right. Let's take a roll call vote. Tricia Arietta,
Yes.
Jeannie Coleman,
Yes.
Michael Chicane,
Yes.
and I, Megan Cannon, am also a yes. Congratulations, Tricia.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I
I
think this is
appreciate the nomination, Jeannie, and I look forward to serving the committee in this capacity.
I think this will be good. And now we need a nomination for secretary. Do you, Jeannie, Mike, you guys want
I'll
to flip a
nominate Michael
coin? Where are we
for
at on that?
secretary.
Wow. I'll second that.
All right.
Wait, what was it for?
Secretary.
Who nominated who?
I
Jeannie
nominated,
nominated you, right?
Okay, let's go.
All right, perfect. Tricia Arietta,
Yes.
Jeannie Coleman,
Yes.
Michael Chicane,
Yes.
and I, Megan Cannon, am also a yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. I will do my best in the role of secretary.
I think we're
Megan's
going to have
most
a great
important
year.
question was if she has to keep all the minutes if Emily's not there.
I,
I think that was the only nerve-wracking part, but
these get recorded though, so it's good.
yeah,
Also
they've
true.
never done us down. So you're good.
Okay. Let's move down to Union 31.
I would like to remain on Union 31. And one of the things I was just wondering, like the way it's listed on the organizational chart is Union 31, and then it has chair in parentheses. Is the chair always a member, or is that just kind of there?
I'm not quite sure. It could just be a leftover from the past.
Okay.
Again, typically, the chair hasn't necessarily served on Union 31, but some chairs prefer to serve on Union 31.
Right.
I know that Jeannie Coleman is currently the Union 31 chair.
That might change
Right.
in a half hour. No, actually, I don't think we have a reorg.
No,
on
we're
that.
not reorging tonight. So.
No, we're not reorging tonight. But
All right. Okay. So, Jeannie,
I would like to stay on, but full disclosure, I'm also on Union 31 for Silver Lake. And I believe I am still on that for that. So Tricia, if you would like to join Union 31, I'm happy to extend that voting privilege to you, but I'll be there anyway.
Okay, I'll be. I know I'm an alternate right now, so, and I don't. One question on Union 31 is that is there a thing where all of us can't be there at the same? There's like 3 people on there, plus an alternate. So was there a?
No, we're good because right now me, Jeannie, and Mike are on it.
Okay.
And then they're on for Silver Lake as well, but they're
Okay.
Because we're not discussing Kingston only.
Okay.
I think that's why.
So Tricia, if you want to take, if you want, right? There's even though there's 3 of us on there, it's a posted Union 31 meeting.
Okay.
There are 3 Kingston members. Is it 2 or 3 Halifax members, and then 1
2.
Plimpton? 2 and 2 Plimpton members as well. So and then
No, I think
and then the Silver Lake members. So it's a large subcommittee, but it really does allow us to all work together with the district. So I'm happy to give up that voting right for Kingston. That just means I'll still be on for Silver Lake.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want me to move you to the alternate?
Yep.
And Mike, do you want to stay on or?
Sure.
Or you're
Yeah. I mean,
feeling-
I'm going to be there anyway as well. So.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
We'll leave Mike as the 3rd, and then we'll just move Jeannie to the alternate. Okay. And then we have admin review. Tricia, that
Yes.
was you this past year. Do you want to remain on that or?
Yeah, I mean that's fine to remain on that one. That one's right now is going into Jill's contract, so that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it if it says somebody else want to do that?
Any discussion? No.
Okay.
I'm on that for Union 31 as well, or for Silver Lake as well. So
Okay.
Okay. And then we just need an alternate for that as well. Mike, Jeannie, do either of you want to?
I could be an alternate for that one.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. And then we have bylaws. Last year it was Jeannie. Is that something you would like to continue? Does anyone else want to throw their hat in the ring?
I didn't know I had that. So that's fine.
Any discussion? No? Okay. We'll leave Jeannie there. All right. And then next up is negotiations. That has been me and Jeannie for the past 2 years. I would like to remain on that.
I would like to remain on if that's possible.
That said, is there discussion on this? Is that something?
Just a question. Is this negotiations?
I didn't catch that.
Is this a new Are you starting negotiations?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We'll start Kara's within the next year, and then the teachers expire 2026.
Yes.
Right. So yeah. Okay. And that'll be both KTA, right? And
It'll start with the support staff units.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then A and B will be 2 years. Can I ask a point of order to the superintendent? Just because I'm looking at my notes now, I'm super confused. Union 31 is representation from all 3 towns, but does that include Silver Lake?
it's all of Silver Lake, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's all of Silver Lake plus the people from the towns,
So,
right?
Union 31 is just the elementary.
Oh, I thought Silver Lake was on it too.
I think what you're referring to is the joint committee meetings where we tend to meet with both Silver Lake and Union 31.
I am.
Gotcha.
Megan, if possible, I'd like to remain on Union 31 through the contract vote tonight. I think I just might have removed myself from that.
Okay.
But I
Trisha,
don't
would
know.
you mind if Jeannie just goes today for today's vote?
But I'm also chair, I think, for the fall. So
Or Mike?
I
Would either one of
preferably I'd like
you?
to stay on to complete my term as chair on Union 31.
Yeah, go to this one, Jeannie, and then I'm in Michigan anyway, so it's going to be kind of hard to go there. So if you want to go to tonight's, and that'd be
Okay.
Well, and maybe also once we reorg with the fifth person, you know, like if Trisha wants this seat, but then we can figure out the other stuff also. But I would like to be there tonight because it's an important meeting.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, that was my.
Why don't we plan on you tonight, but then moving forward, it will be Trisha as we've laid out the chart so far. And we will obviously rediscuss when we have a fifth person. So is that
okay, Trisha?
Yeah, no, I would like to do that. I would like to.
Okay.
I definitely don't mind you going tonight. I totally understand. Like I understand.
Well, just kind of because I'm also chair of that meeting, so
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why I didn't just make sense of that myself. But.
No worries. Okay, so just who we just put it? Mike.
So, you know, what Jeannie said kind of triggered. I think it was what you said, Jeannie. Should we continue going through the rest of these subcommittees, or should we wait for the fifth member? Because right now they don't have anything at this point. They might be eager to go do.
Well, let's
some things.
go through this. If there's anything that nobody wants, we can leave blank.
Okay.
You know, and that way when the fifth person comes on, we can certainly take a look at this. And if we want to make changes when we have a fifth member, we can change it. I mean, it's not carved in stone.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Just to get back to negotiations. So what are everyone's thoughts on Jeannie remaining on negotiations? Did either one of you want one of the spots?
I would like to stay on just specifically for the institutional knowledge. It comes up a lot. One of the things that just came up in one of our past grievances, I was able to speak to because I've been on the committee for so long. And I think that's why the grievance was settled as quickly as it was. But I would like to remain on, but it's your discretion.
No, I think that's a good point too, that there's like some continuity there. I also think like at a certain point, you know, does it make sense to have other people be able to kind of go in there and understand some of the longevity stuff? But I do think, Jeannie, you have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and you have a lot of longevity in that.
That said, I just have a question for Dr. Prue on this. Just is the chair a de facto member of all the subcommittees? Like, chair can go to any of these meetings, right?
Well, again, you have to make sure that the meeting has been posted if there's going to be a quorum of the membership. So,
Okay.
Yes, you can go, but you have to remember that if we have a quorum of members, you have to post it as a subcommittee.
Okay.
For negotiations, if I don't know if Trisha wants to be on it as an alternate or the new member. I'm on negotiations for Silver Lake. It's a lot of meetings, or was a lot of meetings.
Yeah. And I
even
do
though it's an alternate, it gets more knowledge around.
Well, actually, that's a good point. Because it is going to be a negotiation year, there are a lot of meetings. They're typically at like 3:00 or 3:30. I don't know, Trisha, would those times work with your schedule for like several meetings?
Yeah, I mean, I could be listed as alternate.
Okay.
But I don't want to be, because I don't know that I wouldn't want to be not there. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that the 3:00 is definitely not going to 100% work for a lot of meetings. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. No, that's why. Okay. So
we'll let's we are typically in person as well once the sessions get underway.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So we'll leave Jeannie and we'll put you as the alternate, and then I do think you brought up a good point though about having more members, learn what goes on in the negotiations. So, a year from now, I think maybe we should take a look at changing it up a little bit. So let's moving on. PAC. Trisha, do you want to remain on that?
So I would say this is a good position for like possibly the new member to join, because you do get exposure to a lot of stuff on that committee.
Okay.
So if you wanted to leave that one open, I'd be willing, or if somebody else wanted to jump in there. I'm just saying that might be a good one.
Okay, that's great. Dr. Prue.
I just wanted to add that if you select someone this evening, you have to have a roll call vote. This position actually has to be elected.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't we leave that and we can rediscuss when we have 5 and go from there. Unless Jeannie or Mike, do either of you want to take that on? I take your silence as a no. Okay, let's move on. Policy subcommittee. Right now we have Mike. Do you want to remain on that?
I'm okay to stay on it, if nobody objects to it.
Okay. Any discussion, Trisha or Jeannie? Okay, we will leave you, and then we will need an alternate for that. Again,
I could be the alternate. I could be the alternate for that one.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, safety subcommittee. This past year it was me and Jeannie. If someone else would like to be on that committee, I'm happy to.
Full disclosure, we did not have a meeting.
We did not. So I mean that's.
Don't jinx it.
Trisha or Mike, I don't know your feelings on. Would either of you like to be on it? Do you want to leave me and Jeannie? We can leave one of them blank if we want, as just an opportunity for new person. Jeannie, do you want to remain on it? Do you not have feelings on
I'm
this?
okay with either. I don't mind. I think this would be a nice opportunity for number 5.
All right.
But,
do we want to just leave it blank and we'll pick 2 people when we meet? Okay. Sick bank also has been me and Jeannie. But if either Trisha or Mike would like to take that, I will say again, that's another one that typically meets mid-afternoon, just as a heads up. But it's not something that meets all the time, and they are very quick meetings.
they're usually like 5 minutes. And it is usually about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, so is that something either of you would be interested in, or leave it?
I could be on sick bank. I'm on it for I think Silver Lake as well. So yeah, no, I'm familiar with the meetings.
Okay.
I'm okay to go on it.
Sure. And then for the second, Jeannie, do you want to remain on it, or Trisha, do you want to pick it up?
Are those meetings in person or are they?
No, they're virtual and they're less than 10 minutes. It's up to you.
I mean, if you don't want it, Jeannie,
I'm happy to remain on if so, but if not, you can have it.
Oh, decisions.
I will say, I know this meeting's recorded, so I got to be careful about how I say it, but the meetings are pretty quick. I'm typically one that if our union approves something, these are their hours that they're asking for to use for one of their membership. So if the union's in agreement, I can pretty easily be swayed, but it is obviously confidential things that come up in the meetings, and it's a good committee to be on. It's nice people that you work with.
I'll try it.
All right. If it
And then
doesn't
if there's any
work
questions,
out,
we
we
can always table something, ask the committee, and then go back. So.
Okay. All right, so we're changing that up to Mike and Trisha. Nope, hang on. Yeah, Mike and Trisha. Sorry. Okay, and then emergency representative. I'm not really sure what that position is. Dr. Prue, can you just sum that one up?
So I think when there's a town emergency, and the schools are sometimes called in to either provide assistance in some way or shelter in some way, the school committee has an emergency contact.
Okay, that makes sense. if no one objects, I would like to be the person.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Dr. Prue, can I ask something possibly a little out of order? Did you hear from the town regarding the water pipes that were there in the parking lot? Because someone had reached out to me from the town last week, and I gave them your information as well as Dr. Whipple's about putting the water pipes there at KES. But is that something that this subcommittee would cover?
That might have gone to our director of facilities.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'd have to look into that.
They look nice. They're neat.
Good.
All right. So just 2 more, and then we'll wrap up perfect because we have another one in 3 minutes. So we just have technology. Is anyone interested in technology, or we can leave that for when we have 5? You want to leave that till we have 5? No one's jumping at it, so okay. And then lastly, we have the single signature warrants. I know that has been Jeannie for the last several years, and I'm perfectly fine having you continue if you would like to. If not, I'm happy to take it on.
Just to tell everyone what that is, just a reminder, it's because we're on a 6-week rotation now for our meetings, not every month. There are things that come up between the meetings that need to be signed and delivered by the school committee. So single signature, just essentially it's that large pack of papers that are all digitalized. It's a quick read through that I sign it, Dr. Prue signs it, and they're right back, and then the packet is cleared. So it just, unless the warrants are available for our individual meetings, that's what that is. So I'm happy to stay on doing it.
Okay. Any discussion?
Adobe, and I can color on the screen. So
perfect. All right. Let's leave you as the single signature person, and otherwise I think we're all set. So if I wrote things down correctly, we left openings for Pilgrim Area Collaborative. And
Megan, before we get off this, can I just ask that I stay on Union 31 as a permanent, not an alternate, just because I want to make sure there's not an issue going forward with scheduling the fall meeting. I'm sorry. I feel like I just jinxed that, but it's just because of the position I'm currently on the meeting.
Let's revisit that. Okay.
If that's okay.
Trisha and Mike, would either one of you be comfortable moving to the alternate role so Jeannie can stay on as a full-time member?
I'm okay to go to alternate if I think I'm already on it for Silver Lake anyway, so I'm going to be there.
Okay.
I'm okay either way.
It's for the joint, and that's what I think confused me, because when I was just looking at the list, the entire Silver Lake committee is not listed, so that's what just confused me as well.
Okay.
Better, but
okay. So we've left open PAC, 1 seat on the safety subcommittee, and the technology seat. Is that what you have, Dr. Prue? Because I see you're writing down as well.
Yes. Who is the 1 safety and subcommittee member?
I wrote down Mike, but was that not accurate? Did we leave both of those empty?
For which one? The safety?
Safety?
No, no, it wasn't me.
Okay, I wrote it. Nope, then they're both blank. I wrote it in the wrong spot. I apologize.
Yeah, we
I
left
think when I
them
went to
both
write
blank.
sick leave, I hit the wrong one. Okay. All right, perfect. So thank you very much, everybody, for your time. Trisha, thank you. I know you're away, so I really appreciate you being available this evening. And do we have our next meeting scheduled? We do, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that is in one of our prior packets with all the dates. Okay.
we should. I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn so that we can get on the other.
Yes. Do we have a second?
Second.
Awesome. Roll call vote to adjourn. Trisha Arietta.
Yes.
Jeannie Coleman.
Yes.
Michael Chicane.
Yes.
And I'm Megan Cannon. I'm also a yes.